Welcome to the In Season podcast, rated R for language.
None of us are doctors or neurologists. Things you're about to hear are opinions of people living with epilepsy or seizures. These are firsthand experiences. Epilepsy can cause speech problems, and medications are hard to pronounce, so please bear with me. Epilepsy can cause bad memory, so some stories will be repeated. I'm Pookie. Get ready.
Has anyone's seizures you notice change from you used to have focals to now you're having tonics or anything like that? You used to have tonics, now you're having absence or anything?
I think the absence ones have become more apparent now that the tonics have calmed down, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense. Twisted, yours the only one having changed? You still having the same seizures?
I've had all of them, I think.
Have you had the fallout seizures where you just crumble to the ground?
Yes.
Those are wild.
Oh.
They call them
But
drop seizures.
But there's aesthetically feeling to it right before 3 seconds before the seizure starts.
Say that one more time.
Static-ish.
Static-ish. Got it. Sparky. Quite literally. You're Sparky.
Hi, Rick.
Birthday boy.
Hello.
Hey, Rick.
Today
How you
is your
guys doing?
birthday.
He turns 18 in a few days, guys.
Birthday's tomorrow. Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost.
You and Kate.
Yep.
The great Kate. I tell her all the time. The great Kate.
Do you want us to sing you happy birthday now or Tuesday?
That's up to you guys. If you're up to it.
you're not helping.
Unless you want to wait until Kate's on, you can get two birds in one stone.
Oh yeah, she'll be
Kinda-
back.
Yeah,
She'll
where
be
is
back.
she?
She's being a mommy right now, but she will be back.
Okay, let's wait for her to come back.
Headaches. Does anyone else have some kind of constant head pain? Minimum, they're 2 out of 10, but I feel them always wanting to turn into a migraine. I'm just curious if it might be an epilepsy related thing. I do have an appointment with my neurologist scheduled for the next EEG on the way. I like getting feedback from people living with epilepsy already though.
Yes.
First comment says I lived with chronic headaches for way too long, where they reach 50, and the last one, 70. It's medication thing. CBD was the only thing that worked. One more comment says, yeah, I have this issue. It hasn't been too bad for the last year, but before I had a constant bad headache for a few years after all sorts of scans and tests, they couldn't find a cause, and it simply blamed it on my epilepsy. I don't get bad headaches. I get like light fevers after I have a seizure. The postictal headache is a different thing. It's not a 2 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10, probably 100 out of 10 sometimes. Yeah. No headaches for you guys?
Yes, but maybe because of my craniotomy, cranioplasty.
I didn't know that could give you a headache. That's a big deal though, right?
Well, my neurologist said it's not unusual for people who've had particularly like resections to get pressure headaches. And I get pressure headaches. But I think they're just talking about like normal day, not caused by weather systems type of thing. That I don't get headaches like my post-ictal headaches. It's more of a head's just heavy. And it just gets heavier and heavier until it's like, okay, I gotta rest it on something. I'm still might be awake and scrolling through my phone, but my head has to lay on something.
So before my craniotomy, I had migraines almost every day. But once they got rid of the brain abscess and fixed the CSF leak, it's more like a level 2 every day, which is much better than what I had before. So I think I would go also with pressure headaches, and sometimes I get sinus headaches, maybe like once every couple of weeks I get that. But there's a constant level 2 going.
I have something that says, did anyone else not get informed that aside from neurologists, epileptologists exist? I'm just really shocked that I hadn't heard of this before. A neurologist niche trained for epilepsy and epilepsy alone. I don't know if I'm mad I didn't know before. I'm really happy. Or if I'm really happy, if anyone has this subreddit that has experience with epileptologists, is the experience better or more helpful than normal neurologists? Someone please let me know this, because I was gonna ask the same thing. I don't have an epileptologist, but I hear a lot about it. And once I get a new neurologist, I'll ask him about it.
Yes, I highly recommend it.
I didn't know that there was a difference until I actually met this group. It turns out that my neurologist is I can't pronounce it.
Epileptologist.
Yes.
Some.
Well, the thing is, I could probably spell it just fine. Not out loud, but like, anyway. Epileptologist. Thank you, thank you, Swiss Twist. Giving me the lip syncs. Uh, but yeah, I didn't know that there was a difference until I learned it from you guys. Annie, I believe, is the one that brought it up.
Same here. I didn't know that there was a difference and until I learned it, yeah, from you guys here within the last, how long, 6-8 weeks or whatever, how long I've been, on here with you guys. I also had no clue that there was nasal like rescue medications either. I had no clue. I had no clue that existed until being part of this group. The only time I had been given, like a rescue med, I was when I had seizures while I was already in the hospital. So what they had given me was, through my IV, because obviously I already had that connected to me. So I just thought it was, something that they could do that was, through IV. Since I was already there, I had no clue about the nasal spray until I heard about it from you guys. And honestly, that pissed me off, because I'm like, how the hell have I been having seizures for nearly 20 years and not one single doctor of mine mentioned the shit to me? Like,
you have to advocate for yourself and ask for it.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is that I had
How do
no
you do if you
idea
don't know?
that I didn't even know it existed. So why, like, why would I ask for it? I didn't know it was something that was a thing. That's why I was saying I was upset with it, because it's like, these are my doctors. They should have told me this, all already. It's not like this is only like my first or second seizure. Like, no, this has been going on for almost 20 years now. Like, none of y'all could have just mentioned mentioned it to me one time. Like that was where my frustration came from it. And so learning it from you guys was helpful. And so yeah, when I make my yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make an appointment, try and get off the clobazam here pretty soon. But I'll definitely be asking about the rescue meds too.
No asking for it. Not asking for it, demanding it.
What do you okay. Well, I mean, asking about it, because I know there's a couple of different nasal sprays that are out there, so I need to make sure that um yeah, that it ends up working out okay with my other my pancreatic and
Oh
stomach
yeah,
issues
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Um,
I
so
I
yeah,
agree.
hear that there
that's what I mean. That's what I mean by asking about it. But no, I see where you're going with the yeah, demanding it as basically. But no, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna make sure that I do.
we don't want to make sure it
I
kills you.
I do. No, I was gonna say I do want to. I am gonna make sure I do get prescribed one that and that I do have one to carry. Carry with me at at all times and everything.
That'd
But
make it
yes,
easier for your
exactly like
job.
you said, Toaster. I would prefer that it doesn't kill me. That would be a nice
A bonus.
a nice thing to have happen from it. So
Okay, some of the comments here. Oh, just like Toaster said, my neuro is both neuro and epileptologist. Another one says they specialize in epilepsy, not trained for epilepsy alone. And yeah, my neurologist is one. Best doctor I found, and even followed him between medical groups. I have been seeing an epileptologist for almost 15 years, and I find it much easier, and my life has been easier to manage with his help. I have been epileptic since birth, so I have definitely raged against this disease to my detriment, but with his help, I've been 10 years seizure-free at my longest stretch. I had no neuro when I was a minor, but now I have an epileptologist. They were both from the same clinic, neurology and epileptology. To be honest, I never met my epileptologist. I just see an APRN via telehealth twice a year. I like her though. One more says, I didn't know until the neurologist was giving horrible advice, and I'm like, fuck this, I need a second opinion. And some lady at the front desk was like, oh, yeah, I don't know if you know, but can I still be a doctor with epilepsy? To anyone with epilepsy, does it get any easier? Do doctors tell us the truth when they say it might go away, or is it just false hope? 21 years old in my third year of medical school and was diagnosed with epilepsy 8 months ago. It's not severe, but it still stresses me out. I keep wondering, can I really do this? Should I quit? Will epilepsy hold me back forever? I want to be a doctor. I want to reach my dreams, but right now I feel lost. If you've been through this, I really appreciate your thoughts. I have not been to medical school, but we could give advice. I don't say you quit school or you quit trying. I think you should try anything you think you can do. You can work in a medical hospital, just, yeah, everything we need to do. You need accommodations, of course, but yeah, pretty much don't stop what you want to do, especially because you're in college for it. Third year, be the worst time to give up. One comment says, I did my PhD, so academic achievement is definitely possible, whether they'll let you practice as a physician or probably a case by case that you'll want to discuss with an advisor and the disability advocate at your uni. I qualified as a consultant in the UK for epilepsy. Just choose a non-surgical specialty and you will be grand. Don't let anybody hold you back from your dreams. Right. If anyone with focal aware seizures get told you're having panic attacks, I'm reading people who are getting misdiagnosed Many have been told they have panic attacks, not seizures. How did you get through this? You can also comment. You can also comment on this. Anybody ever been told they're having panic attacks? I've heard quite a few people say they were told they're having panic attacks before being diagnosed.
Where's my hand raise button?
Go ahead,
Right
Toaster.
there.
Yes, I have been. I was misdiagnosed with panic attack. Oh, okay,
Go first.
I was misdiagnosed with panic attacks before being diagnosed with seizures. But I also have been diagnosed with something called psychogenic non-epileptic seizures. These are also very real, and they are real seizures. They are not of the epileptic variety, but all of us here know what seizures do to you. So, and it's very real, but it also can be taken out of your file if you feel it doesn't fit you. It takes a lot of work, but there is a success story out there that I know personally. And it's going to take a lot of EEGs, and a lot of self advocacy, and a lot of getting as high up as you can into your care providing team. No, that would be Annie. Annie was the one that was diagnosed with PNES and was able to get it. I think the word was deferred, meaning they defer to the epilepsy diagnosis before the PNES diagnosis. I think that's how it went. I'm gonna have to re-listen to some episodes.
First comment says, yes, for over a decade. They medicated them with clonazepam though. So at least they got something right. Another one says, I have focal impaired awareness, so I know it isn't aware. It isn't aware, but at first I was told panic attacks because of how I felt afterwards. Battling with one neurologist, seeing another, he said it was focal impaired. I hope this helps.
I was wait, what was the question? Oh, about the anxious thingy. I was panic attacks at 13, and then I was having epilepsy at 31. No, at 30-ish confirmed.
So something similar. You probably were I probably was having some panic attacks. I was a teenager. I think all teenagers have actual panic attacks. But the severity and the frequency is what leads my neurologist to think that I was having seizures undiagnosed. It sounds like you might have been having the same thing starting around puberty.
I don't know. I didn't get tested, so I was giving clonazepam.
Oh, wow. That's kind of funny. Ironic.
And ironically, I wasn't taking it.
One comment here says, I was misdiagnosed myself as having panic attacks, LMAO. It was only until those panic attacks progressed to TCs that I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I have no idea if my epilepsy would have been detected earlier. I never sought for help for my, end quote, mental issues. Another one says, yes, it took me 12 years struggling to get the proper care for my focal aware. Yes, told for 3 years by useless GPs it's panic attacks, only until a TC and a conversation with actual doctors who care was I told they're absent seizures. Great doctors out there. Another one says, yet me and two of my cousins have focal aware seizures, and all three of us were diagnosed with panic attacks before we started having grand mal seizures. And after EEGs were diagnosed with epilepsy since starting medication, my end quote panic attacks are gone. Kevin, you have panic attacks?
I don't get very panicky, but or I don't think I have anxiety. I think I've only had one or two panic attacks that I can register that I remember. Is that
Have they ever, this person says they were told that their focal seizures were panic attacks.
okay? I don't know much about focal seizures. I only know from what I've heard. Uh, Possibly. Um, it maybe. Without more information, certainly sounds like it could be a possibility. But the only panic attack I've ever had was extremely intense, and yeah, it didn't sound like what people have described as a focal seizure. Um, so I'm gonna say no. Yeah, but a lot of I a lot of times they present as a feeling of intense dread, fear. Yeah, that's what it was when I had a panic attack. It was intense dread, fear.
Got another post here that says, how do y'all make money? Anyone is comfortable telling me? I'm just curious how y'all make ends meet. I have a corporate job as a barista. I have a corporate job as a barista, very popular coffee shop. Y'all can guess, but my epilepsy seems to frustrate my manager and my coworkers to the point that I'm worried about losing my job. And yes, I know that it's illegal to fire someone due to medical issues, but I miss work a lot and I'm about to ask for yet another leave of absence due to another EMU study. So I can't say I blame them. I'm so short on money all the time. I just don't know what to do to pay my bills. I need suggestions. Any ideas? Any ideas are welcome at this point. I swear I'm about to start an OnlyFans. Great idea. First comment is I work retail, but my company is really accommodating to me. And it's adorable that our store manager considers my end quote work dad, because I've talked to him about my depression and stuff. They also pay me quite well, 20 an hour, but I've been with the company. I've been with the company when it started and moved up and around. I've got decent insurance and that can cover my meds, which is good because one of five of my meds is over $1,000. Also, I work in Canada, so a lot of hospital stuff is covered by government. Nice. One more says I work from home during corporate compliance, managing policy and procedures for a company while overseeing auditing teams. Zoom is a blessing. It is, very much is. How do you guys make money? Well, of course, Rick's a tech. Rick's the techie around here. Twisted, how do you make money?
eBay.
You look so happy when you say things like that. You smile. Making money, I usually wait for my mom. She usually helps me out. And yeah, she's like, I'll help you out until you go into the streets begging people. I get you this or this, help you with this, and then yeah, get from there. Not always though. It's not an everyday thing. If you need help, I can call mom.
I've mentioned, yeah, I work just, my couple hours a day, the school that's by me. I've started thinking about selling some of my sewing projects, my cross stitches and sweaters and stuff that I've made. I've started thinking about it, but I
Tell us.
haven't I haven't yeah, set up like a Etsy store or none of that. None of that stuff. I'll do my entire room is just full of that stuff. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I have no idea how to. Let's see if I can flip the camera around. So one of my favorite things is old school Super Mario. So I don't know if you can see there all the different scenes.
Oh, you are gonna have to take pictures of those and send them. Those look so
Uh,
cool.
I'll take pictures of the stuff and like yeah, post them up on there. Like I said before too, I'm kind of a Disney nerd. I don't know if y'all can see this one. No, because the light is crap. Damn it. Right
We could
there.
have like
I don't know if you guys can
artwork
see it, the
Saturday.
Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if y'all can see that one. All right, maybe not. How about
We like love Alice in Wonderland.
that one? Ooh, right there, the Matterhorn from Disneyland. Um, oh, I don't know if you guys are Disney fans too. I love this one right here. I don't know why I'm so proud of it. I hope you guys can see it. It's let me see right there. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's the four, the when you're getting on the Haunted Mansion ride, when the elevator starts going down, the paintings that scroll down,
Yeah,
that's all four of them. I don't know if you can, hopefully
really?
you
No,
guys can
you see, I've been
so
there.
that so
I
that's
just
about it's about 8 by 11, so it's like the size of like a sheet of paper. So it's a pretty decent size, and I'll just kind of show around here. But yeah, I've got a bunch of all different types. I'll do anything like political stuff, silly stuff, adult stuff. Um, Here, I don't know how. I don't want to offend anybody, but here you got a nice little Donald Trump one. It's probably hard to tell there in the I don't know there, but just imagine him saying it in his voice. He's like, I know stitches. I make the best stitches. They're terrific. Everyone agrees. And
Probably
I've
could
got
sell
ones.
those.
I know, yeah, I've got ones making like, poking fun at Biden. I'll do anything. It's just I just enjoy doing it. One last thing. I've made sweaters as well. So as I said before, I'm a Oakland A's fan. That's why I have the mustache. But yeah, the sweater here, this is their logo when they were the Kansas City uh or sorry, the Philadelphia Athletics back in the early 1900s. So I did this sweater, put the patches on there. I made this patch here myself. Um, Cut out the felt, trace, out a piece of paper, cut out the felt, made the A myself. I did it for this other sweater as well here. This is their logo from the mid 1900s. So I took two pieces of felt to give it like that double layering, give it some thickness to it, gave it like some stiff, firm felt backing. So it was basically kind of as like original as you could have gotten from what the players actually would have had back then. Um, so yeah, I really like sewing. I know it's probably odd to hear from uh a male in their 30s with a really big beard, but
Oh, it's all right, man. It sounds like fun. You gotta have hobbies, man. You
but
gotta have
that's my
something that
hobby,
makes you feel good.
and it's perfect too, days when you're just sitting at home by yourself, you don't feel that well. it's something you can always pick up and do on your own, right? It's not like
So
my hobbies
how much?
like
It's not like your beard isn't well kept. It looks like you keep it very, very fine.
Thank you, thank you. I attempt to keep myself from yeah, looking like a
Homeless
bum,
guy.
like a homeless bum. Yeah.
How much are you willing to sell them for?
I mean it depends on which, you know, which one, um, you know, the size of it, how much work goes into it. There's different, you know, types of materials that can be used as well. If that makes sense, like different types of string, like some will have like kind of like a sparkle, kind of like a shiny to it, or some will have a different like sheen or different color to it, so that can change the pricing, the fabric. So it really depends on a lot of factors. But basically, give me one sec, real quick. Like this little guy here. Let's see if I can get it in the camera
Oh, that's cool.
correctly. It's just, yeah, the little Super Mario, you know, like when he has the power up that he's in the boot.
Yeah,
Except for I made it like, yeah, Christmas edition, so it's red and
yeah.
he's got a little Santa hat on. I mean, just something. This is probably, I want to say like 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches or so. So including frame, everything, like something like this, probably I would say like 15 or $20 for
You can
something
get
that,
more.
you know, this small. I mean, I have one, like something like when I showed you guys the bigger one that was like the one from like Haunted Mansion, those posters. That one, personally, I wouldn't sell that one. I'd probably make a second one if somebody really did want one, but probably something like that one, I would say around like $100, 80 to 100. Um,
Fair.
I know that sounds kind of weird if you haven't done it, but you know, when once you include, you know, the materials, the frame that it's in, and it really does take like, I would say probably at least a couple dozen hours to do that, to stitch out the bigger, like the bigger one. Um,
You can make ways to sell your stuff, and they have like Etsy and stuff. You have like, I don't know if it's called a watermark for stuff like that. Yeah, I gotta make a little signature for yourself and put it, sell that stuff. I mean, you
And
can't.
yeah,
make them unique. Uh, make them numbered so that how do you say?
I know what you mean. So it's like a limited edition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a special run.
Yes.
Like
Hey,
number one of only two ever made, or something
Yes.
like.
Angel.
I could.
Hey, Angel. I'm gonna start calling you Angel.
What's up, bro?
Angel.
You call me brother, man. You call me brother.
Angel.
Angel.
You and Rick did not get the icebreaker. The icebreaker was, would you like to transport or stop time? Take your time.
Definitely stop time. Because then I could drive and transport anywhere I want but stop time and get things done. And people will say, like, wow, you got so much done today. That's because I stopped time. But that's what I would choose.
He was like, I'm going to work, and then stop time, and then the wife goes to the kitchen, then you're like, stop time and done with work now. Like, hey, I'm done. She's like, you just went in there.
I
Angel,
would
you stopped
agree
time or you
with
transporting?
stop time because only because you know I have a 4-year-old, and it just seems like she's growing up so fast.
Oh yeah, you gotta let them grow up. You can't stop them from growing up, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna grow up. Just get ready. But yeah, I chose teleport because teleporting, I don't have to like ask anybody for a ride. I can just jump to the train station if I wanted to, jump to wherever the train is taking me to if I wanted to, you know. And then I was telling people earlier, like I can sign in for my doctor's appointment and say I'm near. They ask me, "Are you here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm outside." And then they'll be like, "Okay, come in, and it's your turn." Just teleport in there. I can tell them I'm there and I'm at home laying down, get dressed and teleport to doctor's appointment. They say be there 15 minutes early. Twisted, I don't think you told us either. Teleport or stop time?
Yeah, I don't.
Toaster didn't get it either.
Okay, teleport or stop time. Both are absolutely awesome abilities.
Mark said stop time. He said he'd break in Fort Knox. He said
mean-
he'd break in Fort Knox and go over there while time is stopped.
There's just so much awesome things you can do while stopping time. But at the same time, if I teleported,
Teleport is saving time.
yeah, but I could. I'm gonna go with teleporting, and it's gonna sound very weird. The book series that expanded my love of books had dragons that could teleport. Of course, they could also teleport through time. Huh. But they couldn't stop time.
That's a nice dog, Rick.
You puppy.
Oh, thank you.
I like big dogs.
And you cannot lie. You know, I like big dogs and I cannot lie. You know,
Oh yeah.
sorry, that was bad.
No, I was looking at the dog, but I heard you, and I was like looking at the dog still. My vision, for some reason, has been in and out lately. I think I'm gonna need glasses soon. It's like a phone. Like you look at something, and then you look again, and then it focuses. For some reason, my eyes been doing that lately. As soon as I look at something, it's not exactly focused, but then I kind of stare, then it clears up. Which isn't good, so I'm gonna tell my doctor when I see him soon. I like your attitude.
How old are you?
36.
She's the same age as us. She's a week older than me.
Yep.
Oh,
He's my baby brother.
She's a few weeks younger than us. So she's younger than us by a few months.
I'm your baby sister.
Baby twisted sister. I love looking at people, and I'm sorry.
Mm.
You know what? Sure, why the hell not? James, you know I love your mustache. Pookie, your dreads are always so well taken care of. And I can't believe it. And there's something, your fingernails are gorgeous.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like. You got to keep them looking nice.
Yeah, you do. I actually have an appointment. I have a manicure appointment tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock.
Maybe I'll meet you.
As
We're in there.
you could be my sister with your hair.
Oh,
Yes, I love the color of your hair. It is so rare to find someone who has. Yes.
Twisted is like,
girl.
Beautiful black hair.
He's letting it all out.
Kevin's always trying to be shy, but he fucking can crack the best jokes. You can. And you're looking at me like, I don't believe you. Look back at some of the shows, you'll see.
You know.
And
Yeah.
Angel.
Angel.
Angel,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
we all, yeah, we
Angel.
we all have our little unique awesome stuff about us. We just happen to come together and meet each other because of an unfortunate medical condition, but we're still all here together having a good time with each other.
On the bright side, I met you guys.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You had an idea.
This is gonna link back to something.
I got a few comments here. One says, yeah, I don't know if it's the meds, seizures, or original bleed in my brain, though. Definitely makes things difficult. Another one says, yep, I love my husband. I think he's so sexy, but I'm never in the mood. I feel bad for him, but it's difficult keeping up with someone who actually wants it. I'm not sure if it's emotional or just simply the fatigue. I have a scar on my temporal lobe. It makes my seizures very emotional. I have little sex drive, also taking 500 milligrams Vimpat, 2:50 a.m., 2:50 p.m. Another one says, I know that I had plenty of urges when I was younger, 15 and 19, but I could never make the move. So I say I would avoid such situations. But now I am nearing my 28th year and thus my 30s. I just can't get into it. I know I'm supposed to feel attraction, but it isn't translate. I'm currently on topiramate and diazepine. Brain is fucked up. I had my left temporal lobe removed and it crushed my sex drive. I can't remember the last time I ejaculated. I was able to get my wife pregnant, thankfully. I am 43, married 4 years. For some reason, I thought I'd never find a relationship, but now I feel so bad for my husband. My desire is completely gone. I'm sure starting menopause has something to do with it as well, but betting it's most likely seizures or medication. It isn't just me. We all seem to be in similar situations. There's still something there. It just feels very distant. That's why I can't be in a relationship anymore. Oh, sex is not a right or an obligation. If your partner is complaining, kick him in the sack and out the door. Damn, that's rough.
Like it.
That's a little
Kick
over
him
the
out.
top.
Right.
Wait, say that again?
She said, kick him in. Did she say kick him in the nuts? Or she said kick him in the sack. Kick him in the sack and kick him out.
Oh.
Double whammy.
Hey, just for a quick laugh, who gets this? Who gets this?
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh dear.
No, it's 2 girls, 1 up. 1
I
up.
never understood what that meant, but yeah, I see what you're getting at, James.
It's Mario Party.
Yeah. I got something that says, what can epileptics take safely for colds? I need to know what I can be taking for colds that's safely for epileptics. There is no one-size-fits-all rule. A good guideline is that
You're willing to sell it to me?
of course,
I'll buy it.
of course, Twisted will buy something like that.
Wait, are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. There's an actual, like, in the middle, it's like an actual like metal pin, you know, like with the like a collectible type pin with the backings and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all hand sewn. I don't have it in a frame yet. I mean, I could just sell it just as is.
As is.
Or yeah, and that way I could just like roll it up and mail it to you. You can you can pick your own frame or something. But yeah, I would yeah, I'm definitely willing to sell this the stuff that I make.
You should definitely try to capitalize on fringe art or outsider art.
I don't really.
I'm not
You know, I
joking.
don't. Yeah. I mean, and then here we go. We all know our president's infamous line. They're eating
the dogs.
They're eating the dogs. All
Those
the
are
dogs.
cats.
So yeah, it's a little wiener dog in a hot dog bun.
Yes.
You're very artistic. Good to have something that you like to do.
or crazy. Either one you could call it.
Hey! If we weren't all crazy, we'd all go insane.
Right. I got something though. It
Are we
says
not already there?
kinda.
Crazy but benign.
What can epileptics take safely for colds? Need to know what can be taken for colds that's safe for epileptics. First comment says there's no one-size-fit-all rule. A good guideline is that if something has triggered seizures for you before, it's best to avoid. While Benadryl, is it diphenhydramine, is a known seizure trigger for some people. It doesn't mean it will be a trigger for everyone. Stick with what has been safe for you, and if you have any concerns, consult your doctor. Anybody ever need cold meds? I haven't really got a cold in so long.
I get a lot of upper respiratory stuff, a lot, but I usually do just any warm liquid, bouillon. Anyone familiar with bouillon stuff?
Tea,
Yeah,
And stuff.
because it's nice and salty. That's really good for colds
electrolyte.
and the sinus. That's great. Just get a cup of bouillon and drink that down slowly. That's what I do for colds. Or hot nice hot water. Just be around that. That's good too.
A nice big bowl of
Chicken-based
pho noodle soup. Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
chicken-based soups
best.
have been proven to help with cold like sicknesses.
Please take your medication as prescribed or whatever works for you. We're not doctors.